What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
Hello.
Dangerous times, don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind.
Hello, 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 hello. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome to today's stream. Hello there, EM. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope everything is audible and everything is working. It's been a couple of days since I streamed, so I'm not so sure now. But anyway, welcome. Welcome to another live stream. And we're going to be flying the FlyingIron P38L. Okay. So we're going to be flying this P38 Lightning. Alrighty. We're supposed to get Benny online today. Let's see if Benny will show up at all. Not sure that Benny will. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. There we go. Okay, perfect. I shall get Benny online in just a second. But anyway, let's jump into today's flight, shall we? Today's flight is going to be very, very simple, straightforward. We're going to fly from Grand Canyon. Going to fly from Grand Canyon National Park. And we're going to fly into the Grand Canyon, take a good look at it, have a look around it, see how that goes for us. There is the beautiful aircraft of P38 Lightning. One of my very favorites here in the flight simulator. And obviously this one is made by FlyingIron, one of my very favorite developers. They make such excellent World War II aircraft. Mostly, I guess. Such excellent World War II aircraft. It's pretty amazing. This stuff is pretty amazing. All right, EM, I see. On Tuesday, we'll get salary. All right. What are you doing? What are you doing when you get your salary? What is the first thing you're doing when you get your salary, Mr. EM? Alrighty. We're going to have about an hour of flying here today. That's about it. So, there we go. Beautiful aircraft. Let's check this out from the drone camera point of view so we can take a better look at the textures. So yeah, as you can see, very nice textures here for the P38. Very, very beautiful aircraft. Very well done. We've got a really nice livery today. This silver chrome look. Rather dark chrome look here. Very, very nice. Sort of a darkened steel appearance here. It's very, very beautifully done aircraft and it's absolutely brilliant. Look at it. Just look at that. Very nice, right? Yeah, the landing gear here is not the most detailed in the world, but this aircraft is an absolute favorite of mine. Beautiful aircraft. You can see these exhausts here. If you want to call them that, they're not really exhausts per se. The exhaust is underneath here, isn't it? I forget where the exhaust is for the engine. Where is the exhaust for the engine? Where the heck is it? In either case, you can see this glow red as we continue to fly here. It's absolutely beautiful. Anyway, that being said, let's jump into the aircraft here and we'll get started up. I also help parents a bit, so for me it will be just a few. I see. It's a good thing to help out your parents. I'm gonna get Benny online here. Mr. Benny, can you hear us?
Yes. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Benny. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Thank you for having me.
Let's go ahead and get this party started without further delay. I want to fly for just about an hour today. It's been a couple of days. I've been really slacking off on my flying, but I did post a new video. It didn't do very well, but hope you guys enjoy that one. I'm still editing the cinematic video. I haven't gotten around to that. So that's pretty terrible. At least it's recorded and I've begun to edit it, so that's something. Let's see.
I will be waiting for that one.
Yeah, that one's a good one. Okay, EM says hello to you, Mr. Benny. All right.
Hello, EM. Hope you're doing well.
Okay. Given all of that, let's go ahead and get this party started. Okay, to do that, first things first, let's get our fuel pumps up and running. That's great. Fuel selector first to reserve tank here. Great. Let's come down here, get our battery on. Let's put all of this in automatic. We don't need to worry about any of these. Compass on there, landing light on there. Let's put that up there. Let's turn on the magnetos. Let's put that both to on there. Let's come down here to our mixtures. Get them all full rich. Come on. Okay. That's right. Oh, God. This is one of the things I hate right there. Okay, good. Next, let's get our propeller RPMs to max. Brilliant. Let's get our throttle opened up just slightly there. As a matter of fact, let me use my... Oh, that's a little too much. Right there. Brilliant. Okay, once all of that is done, let's go ahead and get our aircraft started up here. So first, let's go ahead and prime our left engine. 1, 2, 3. That is more than enough. Okay, hello there, Anas. How are you doing? We're just about getting the engine started up. Welcome to the stream. Okay, let's now go ahead and get our left engine to start here, and then we'll engage it. So let's go ahead and do that, shall we? Left engine start. Okay. All right. Engaging left engine. All right, there we go. Left engine has started up and we've got above 1500 RPM there. That is good. Let's go ahead and do the same with our right engine. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's enough. Okay, let us now start the right engine. And engage it. There we go. Let's flip on both the generators there. And we've got both of them producing electricity. We're right above 1500 RPM. We'll let the fuel... What is going on here? There's a fuel pressure, isn't it? There's our oil temperature. Yeah, there's our oil temperature there. Fuel... No, this is a quantity. There's the temperature. There's the coolant temperature. There's the carb air temperature. And yeah. Good. Good. That looks just about ready now. So let's go ahead and close up our windows here. There we go. We can lock that up. Alrighty. Okay. We are ready to get on out of here. Let's go somewhere indeed. Mr. EM. Let's drop our flaps.
So what's the plan for today's stream?
We're just gonna screw around in Grand Canyon. That is literally the plan for today's stream. So if we take a look at little nav map, I'll show you that in just a second. Here we are. Grand Canyon National, little nav map open. So here we are at little Grand Canyon National Park, and what we're going to do here is just literally take off, fly around the area, find an airport to land in, and that's literally it. We're just going to screw around. That's basically it.
Alright.
Alrighty.
Sounds good.
Releasing parking brake. There we go. Trying to turn this thing around. It's very slippery. And hard to turn this aircraft, really. But off we go. We're taking off from Grand Canyon, which is a star airport, really. You can see a lot of aircrafts parked there. Look at how beautiful.
Is it default star?
Yes, it's handcrafted by default. We've flown in here multiple times before.
I think you did using the P38 as well.
Yes, probably. Look at how beautiful this place is. Very nice. Ignore the taxi here. I'm in a rush to get out of here, so let's almost take off on the taxiway. There we go. We are taxiing at 50 knots at the moment. It's okay. It's a warbird, so it can easily handle anything like this. So.
Yeah,
that too from World War II, so this thing is built like a tank. It's built like a tank. Not today's paper planes that we are used to flying in, you know. Okay, the brakes are not that effective at this RPM. Oh, good lord, it's slipping away from me. That's close. Okay. There we go. Lined up and ready to get the heck out of here. I'm gonna turn up those lights there. Everything is looking bright and ready to get the heck out of here. Yes, it is. I don't know what this is. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Well, ready or not, here we go. Let's do 50%. Release 90%, and let's get the hell out of here.
There's not much to procedures in this aircraft, is it?
No, there isn't. This is an old-time warbird. There we go. Get up.
Nicely done.
Okay. Gear going up right there. Yeah, it does have a very powerful brake indeed. That's the only thing it has in the way of stopping power anyway. So, needs to have powerful brakes. Okay, we are on our way. Let's pull back on our mixture here. Can put it down here. Somewhere right here makes sense to me. For the fuel mixture, there we go. Oh god, I need some light there. There we go. Okay, our propeller RPM needs to be adjusted just like that. There we go. Good, good. And our throttle needs to come back down here. Right around 45. Okay, and our flaps can go up. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are on our way. We are on our way. There is the airport we just took off from. As you can see, Grand Canyon National Park area is very well modeled here in the simulator. Check out those custom buildings there. Very nice. Maybe we ought to take a look around them, don't we? Let's take a look around them before we
Sure.
before we buzz off into the Grand Canyon. Okay, let's take a quick look around. You're flying very, very fast here. Ooh,
By the way,
look at that town. Look at that town. Isn't that beautiful? What is this place? God damn, the
That looks
park is
amazing.
very nice.
yeah.
That's a really cool area. So tell me, what were you about to say, Mr. Benny?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you, since I'm not very well versed with geographical features, what does a canyon exactly mean?
A canyon is a very large gorge. A very wide gorge.
Gorge?
It's like a deep valley that's usually cleft out by water flowing. So usually
So
it's
like
a very
rivers.
deep valley that's literally carved by water flowing, like by rivers, exactly. So in the case of Grand
And then they
Canyon, you've
dry
got...
out.
Sorry?
And then when the rivers dry out, a canyon is formed?
No, the river doesn't have to dry out. It can pretty much be there.
Oh,
So again, once again, very beautiful area. Looks like some sort of park or something, but it's absolutely gorgeous here. Very, very nice
Yeah.
handcrafted area here in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Let's turn back around and go into the actual canyon now, which we can see behind us actually. EM says, how far is Nevada Air Force Base from you? I mean, Area 51. That is not Nevada Air Force Base. It has another name. I forgot its actual name. But
let me look that up real quick.
it is far. It's off to the north, I believe. Nevada should be off to the north. We are down in Colorado, I believe, somewhere in Colorado. So let me have a look. We can actually pull that up as we head into the canyon. I can pull that up on a little nav map for you right here. So we've got Utah right here. Where are we right now? We're in Arizona, actually. We're not even in Colorado. Salt Lake City. Where is Nevada? Where is Nevada?
It's called the Nevada Test and Training Range, also the Edwards Air Force Base.
No, that's a wrong place. Edwards Air Force Base is not Area 51, is it?
It says that.
Where is
Groom
that?
Lake, Homey Airport,
Here is Nevada. Look at
and
that.
then Nevada.
Off to the northwest is Nevada right here. So it's somewhere here. I don't know exactly where it is, though. I don't know exactly where it is, but it's somewhere here. All right. Somewhere in this state right here. Where is it? KTNX is not it. Test range. Hadley. No, I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. Anyway. So here we are flying on. And we can see the Grand Canyon right here, ladies and gentlemen. We just left behind the area we were just looking at right there. And we've just flown into the Grand Canyon. Look at how beautiful this thing looks. It's just lovely. Damn, that's beautiful. Tell me it's beautiful, Anas. Is Anas in the chat? Is Iam in the chat?
Should be there.
Is Benny here? Yes, he is. So tell me it's beautiful, Benny.
Yeah, definitely beautiful.
That's great.
Definitely.
EM, tell me this is beautiful. You've got to tell me this is beautiful. Look at that. I believe that 2024 has started working better in terms of textures now, and it's looking absolutely gorgeous these days.
I think it even looks better than 2020 now.
Huh. Yeah, it does. In a way, it does. You know, like the Grand Canyon area here in 2024 looks much better than 2020. But
The last time you flew the P38 was in 2020 in the Grand Canyon, right?
no, it was in 2024.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I mean, but you have to remember, this is one of the key areas that were actually handcrafted in 2024, and it was in the trailer. So we can't exactly judge the rest of the sim just by this,
Yeah, definitely.
because this area has been paid some special attention to. So yeah, we are now cruising along here very, very comfortably, having a little bit of fun in this old-timey warbird. Look at that. Upside down. Let me see what I can do with it. I'm gonna cut the throttles a little bit completely so we can bleed off some speed before we take a nosedive into the canyon right here. There we go. We've got the river. It's either the Colorado or a tributary of the Colorado that we're looking at, more than likely. So look at that. Absolument magnifique. Très bien. I love the sounds of this aircraft.
Yeah.
Just sounds like a dream.
You
In
can
real,
do quite a lot of stunt flying with this as well.
I have done quite a... It's just the most enjoyable aircraft I probably have. Give it a bit of throttle here. We're drying out. Our speed here. Look at this thing. It's not very maneuverable by today's standards, however. It's still nimble enough to get through this area comfortably, really. Look at that bridge right there. God dang. Got some boats there. Look at the level of detail in this in 2024. It's crazy, isn't it? Let's continue flying here. Got a little above 200 knots speed at the moment. Very easy to clip a rock face here, so we gotta be quite careful. The aircraft is particularly wide, but it's alright. This is probably the best graphics I've had so far in Flight Sim. The aircraft is also looking really good in terms of textures and graphics inside the cockpit. Look at that. Very, very nicely done aircraft. A P38 Lightning, everybody. Yeah, the engines sound really good. The engines are really, really well, let's say, well tuned in terms of sound. It's just beautiful. You can easily fall asleep to this. It's so fun, this aircraft. How much fuel do we have in our reserve tank? Not much. We need to switch tanks, so I'm just gonna climb up a little bit here, just so I can switch the tank out here to the main tank. Okay, I need to make sure that I've actually switched correctly to the main tank here, because otherwise we're gonna run out of fuel. Okay. Might need to do a in-flight refueling. Okay, main tanks. Good. Now we can dip straight back in and enjoy. Reserve tanks are nearly dry, so we can land at a nearby airstrip and refuel. That's not a big deal. We do have plenty of fuel. Beautiful.
All right. So, are we gonna do some stunts around here while we fly?
We've just switched to our main tank of fuel, and we're just cruising along nice and easy at the moment. The terrain is well, pretty, by Fly Danube standards, this is very tame.
Yeah.
Is it free, or how much does it cost? It costs around, I know it's not more than $20. It is not more than $20, I know that much. Yeah. Okay, so it's definitely not more than $20.
The P38?
The P38, yeah. I'm not sure now. It's been a while, but it's in the ballpark of 20 something, and for sure it was definitely worth it. It's
by FlyingIron, correct?
It's by FlyingIron, yeah. They also have a lot of other World War II aircrafts that you can check out. I literally want to buy all of them if I can, because they're really brilliant. Okay, let's stun flying has been suggested here by Benny. Let's look for a nice little area to do some riskier maneuvers. Oh my god, maneuvers here. It is I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm having a rough time over the past couple of days. So today is the first day I was able to catch a little bit of a break here. Plus Benny was also available, so I thought I'd make a nice little live stream out of it. Let's make a little skim run here. See how well we can make this happen. This is risky right now. Okay, that is not a turn that can be done.
That's what I was thinking.
It is a mild-mannered aircraft, but it is from World War II era, so it's not as nimble as vertical climb is pretty good for an aircraft of its age with full power and speed. Yes, most certainly. It can travel at about 300 knots for a while. So right now we're traveling a bit quicker. Look at that. We are very close to the rock face there.
Do you have any idea when the first fighter was ever flown?
No, I don't. I do know that the first fighters were definitely biplanes and triplanes during World War One era, or even before that.
World War One?
Yeah, they did have fighter planes in World War One.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
They did have, by today's standards, they were kites, but they were definitely airplanes
Yeah.
in World War One. Why don't you pull up some of that?
Yeah, let me see if I can.
I don't know if you're aware of the Spirit of St. Louis, that aircraft
Yes,
that's
I am.
available in Microsoft Flight Sim. As a local legend, it's for free actually. That aircraft, if I'm not wrong, is from the when was it? It's very, very old. Like it's one of the earliest aircrafts. So I believe it's at the Smithsonian now. It was one of the first aircrafts to cross the Atlantic, was it? If I'm not mistaken. Oh God, where am I flying to? I better be careful around these parts. Otherwise I could find myself face to face with a wall that I can't climb off. Because this is, after all, a P38 and not an F-22. But look at that. Very beautiful to be this deep.
Interesting fact.
Tell me.
In the first offensive use of a machine gun, this was in April 1915, by the way, the pilot had to fire through the propeller after armoring it. So there was a high chance you would hit the propeller blades.
That's
And
correct.
You probably do.
That's
quite a lot.
correct. Yeah. They had to make a kind of gun later on that would not fire when the propeller was in front of it.
Yeah. That was the first synchronized machine gun.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't go through. I mean, it would go through the propeller's arc, but without hitting the blades.
That's right.
And
That's
Fokker developed the system. Anthony Fokker.
That's right. The Fokker aircrafts that were up until recently still producing some aircrafts, weren't they?
Yeah. And the first-
EM, the Strato Forster B-52. No, those are all very, very much later on. Those are very much later on in the game. The Strato Forster, you mean the Strato Fortress? Or the B-52 Flying Fortress, those are all much, much later on. Those are World War II aircrafts that you're talking about. This is much earlier. We're talking about 1920s and 10s and stuff like that, right? When was the first flight made by the Wright brothers?
Right.
Yeah.
1909, if I'm not wrong. Let me check that.
I forget which. I know the decade is from 1900 to 1910. I think. Just flying a little bit risky now with our airspeed and stuff.
1903, December 17.
Okay, so in 1914, I believe the Spirit of St. Louis flew around. Can you check when the Spirit of St. Louis made the flight, or what it's famous for again? I completely forget.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. You're a kind man, Benny.
I am.
You know, the funny you should mention the Flying Fortress, the EM. That is one of my very favorite aircrafts, and I really wish there was a study level Flying Fortress available for Microsoft Flight Sim. Do you know how cool that would be? I'm into those retro aircrafts, from anything from 1940s all the way to the 70s. They had the coolest aircrafts. It was a sweet spot between automation and manual flying, in my opinion, and I absolutely adored such aircrafts. I wish we had more of them. There are a few, like the Lancaster and all that stuff, are available now, but I want the Flying Fortress.
So the Spirit of St. Louis, it did fly the first non-stop transatlantic flight
That's
from
right.
Long Island to Paris,
Okay.
Long Island, New York to
Yeah.
Paris,
Yep.
and it flew it on May 20 to 21 of 1927.
27. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, so that's like 24 years after the first flight.
When was it made?
23 and a half. When was it made? It was... that was his first flight, if I'm not wrong.
All right. Okay. Very well. Cool. That makes sense. We are now cruising along here at around 250 knots of speed through the gorges there. There's no way I'm going to make this, is there? Oh, I was wrong. I can make it. Very nice. High manifold pressure, high throttle setting. And the aircraft can barely make this maneuvers that I'm asking it to make, so...
Yeah, so he did complete the aircraft in May 1927.
All right.
And he flew it on May 20th. So
Brilliant.
just a
Brilliant.
few, yeah. And it was modified and built in just 2 months to be ready for this flight, which is crazy.
Which is crazy. Back in the days when they used to make aircrafts in their garage. So...
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
It made it made its first flight 28th of April. So just like 2 days before May.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess they had to find out whether it flies in the first place, eh?
Yeah.
Very nice. This is pretty cool though. This is probably one of the more relaxing ways of flying, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Check that out. What a beautiful sight right there, ladies and gentlemen. Flying through the Grand Canyon. Look at that. If you get lost in these spots, yeah, good luck. 127 hours, huh? Have you watched the movie 127 Hours?
No, I haven't.
Uh-oh, I think this might do it. This might make us crash. Yep, I decided to do a barrel... Okay, that was my mistake. Decided to do a barrel roll and I could not do it quick enough. That was beyond the capacity of the aircraft there. I apologize. That is entirely on me. Let me just make sure everything is in the right position once again. Okay, control 2. Okay. We are pitching up very, very severely here. I need to bring down the fuel mixture there to bring down the propeller RPM right here. Let's go. And I need to trim this pitch, don't I? Okay. Much better. Much better. There we go. Try to do a barrel roll and that did not work out. Excuse me. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I don't know what's been wrong with me for a couple of days, but nothing's working. Come on, trim down.
You shall get there.
Trim down properly, goddammit. There you go. That's much better. I think. The aircraft keeps going up. I don't understand. What the heck is it doing? Trim down. Trim down. It's not going to trim down now. That's one of the issues that I have with this aircraft if it crashes. it won't trim back down. It's very difficult to get it to trim back down. So, nonetheless, I should not have done that barrel roll there. I don't know what I was thinking. My brain's not working clearly. Let me trim this bad boy down a little bit more. There we go. Wow. Would you look at that? Look at the amount of layers there is in this structure. Look at this thing. It just keeps going up like I'm not even trimming it down. I keep trying to trim it down. It's not trimming it down anymore. Okay, how about now? Okay, now it's just gonna pitch down violently, isn't it? Yep. Look at it. One of the things I hate about using a controller. Look at this. This is just crazy. Come on. Look at how crazy this place is. This is one of the craziest places on Earth, in my opinion.
That does feel insane.
Yeah. Okay, excellent. Alrighty. What shall we... which direction shall I fly in next? Let's have a look at a little nav map here. So we're still in the ballpark of where we took off from, quite frankly, but we've been following the canyon quite closely, so we've covered a quite bit of distance here. If we keep flying,
there's a few more airfields on the way, right?
This way, yeah, but this way we're gonna have to fly basically all the way till Las Vegas, following the canyon if we wanna find other airstrips.
Oh.
So.
You mean isn't Las Vegas a city?
Yeah, it is. It's right here.
Oh.
Las Vegas, Nevada is right here. It's at the tip of Nevada there. Oh, for the love of God, why is the trim so out of whack? This aircraft has no autopilot and it slowly drifts to the right because of the propellers, I suppose, and you need to trim it correctly. Problem is I can't seem to get the trim right. Like it's either too much or too little.
The whole flight will be a stunt flight this way.
Oh yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna leave the trim exactly the way it is. I'm not gonna worry about it. Let's go in here. Just gonna fly around for a bit more and then we'll go in for a landing on this beautiful aircraft. I should not have crashed. I really did not need to do that aileron roll for no freaking reason.
You know, there was a crash recently on a runway. It was a cargo plane.
Are you talking about the UPS?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what happened though.
It was pretty horrific. And the truck driver, a UPS truck driver who was there to actually collect the shipment or deliver it, like either one, he was in the parking at that time with his dash cam on, and his dash cam recorded the whole thing. I don't know if you've seen that video.
I've seen the video, a couple of videos of that.
Yeah.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen, flying really low now. We have just exited the canyon pretty much. So let's just turn our aircraft this way and that should take us back into the canyon. We're just skimming the ground, ladies and gentlemen, skimming the ground.
Does it crash if you touch a tree?
Yeah, it does.
Let's find out.
No. I do know that from earlier.
You know that from 2020, not 2024.
Oh no, definitely from 2024. Remember the valley trip in Papua New Guinea where...
oh yeah.
Yeah, I crashed it into a tree in Papua, so that happened. We are flying very close to the ground. What altitude is it really at? At around 5,500 feet. Ground level, pretty much. So, interesting, isn't it? Ooh, there we go. Just skimming the ground as we fly along. Right now, where are we again? I said we're not in Colorado. We're in Arizona, I think. We're about to cross into Nevada at this rate, but let's have a look at the map.
Oh my god. That was a close call.
Never mind, Nevada is this way. We are in Utah at the moment. No, we're still in Arizona, but we are heading towards Utah. Well, let's turn our aircraft this way around, and that will take us into Nevada. So yeah, we're out of the Grand Canyon at this point, obviously. And there, I believe, is a canyon, and I also believe this is also the canyon, so we can turn whichever way we really want to. Looks like we're going to intercept the canyon at some point anyway, so might as well continue flying in this direction. Isn't that right? Yeah, let's skim that ground. Okay, that's close. Oh, okay, we're just mucking about now. That's fun.
Do you know where the famous part of the Grand Canyon is with the thing that's always in the pictures? It's like a finger pointing upward with like a thing attached to it.
Well, that's a lot of things that you've been talking about. I have no idea, Mr.
That's
Benny.
the one most famous in pictures.
I have no idea. We flew past an outcrop just now. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I don't think so. Our fuel is looking a little low, but we've still got enough to continue our flight. Make it to an airstrip somewhere nearby for sure. There we go. There we go. We're entering the canyon area more or less, right? Yes, we are. If we keep flying that way, we should enter the canyon area now. The canyon. Oh, power lines, power lines, power lines. It's okay. Just gonna skim them anyway. Gonna blow someone's hat off. There is a video online of an air show in South Africa where they took a 707, I believe. In South Africa, somewhere in Africa, where they took a 707 and they flew it literally like 6 feet off the ground.
6 feet?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
They made a very, very low pass over the airstrip. It was a while ago. You should check that up. I've seen that video. It's pretty cool.
Speaking of air shows, the Dubai air show is coming up soon.
Well, will you be attending, Benny?
I sure will be.
Oh.
I believe it's next week.
God dang.
Yeah.
All right.
I will be going.
Well, we could have caught each other over there, but unfortunately I will not be going to the air show.
You're not a fan of air shows?
I actually am not, believe it or not, as much as I'm an aviation guy. I don't really like air shows. I find them annoying. I'm not a very peoply person. So I don't like crowds. It's not my thing.
Yeah.
I feel like
That's definitely a major issue with air shows.
yeah, the last
Too many
Dubai
people.
air show, I went there and I realized this is mainly for commercial application. You know, it's mostly for businessmen to conduct their business, buy a few jets here and there, make some deals. It's not exactly a consumer oriented. It's not exactly a air show precisely meant for the public. Not that there isn't anything for you to do, but I just ended up eating. So what is the point? We did see a few cool aircrafts.
Aren't you a businessman though?
Well, I am as much businessman as most people claim to be entrepreneurs. I'm a businessman who doesn't have a business. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Makes sense.
So look at that. Perhaps one day I'll go there to buy a jet for myself, but that day is not next week. Well, never say never. You never know. Ooh, look at that drop. Look at that. That's a little bit of fun. That's how you give a heart attack to your passengers. Make sure they never get back in your aircraft. Fall off the ledge. You know what I mean? Zero gravity moments right there. Let's turn in. Where are we flying to anyway? I don't even have an idea where we're going. Oh, good lord. We have found ourselves flying directly back to Grand Canyon National Park. That's not what we want. That is not what we want, sir.
We might as well just end it there, right?
Oh, that's also true. We're coming up on
Just
an
have some
hour
fun
anyway, so
around.
yeah. So let's just head ourselves back into Grand Canyon. Oh, you know what? This time instead of following the canyon, I'm just gonna do a bit of stun flying here and there.
All right.
I can't do an aileron roll with this, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have. As you can tell, no, you can't. It's too slow to respond. The roll rate is too low for us to do anything of the sort. Like, for example, I'll do a quick side-to-side roll right now, and then you can judge how slow it is. 3, 2, 1,
Sure.
Roll this way. This is full deflection rolling to both sides, huh? You can tell it doesn't have the best roll rate, so. Its pitch up and down is excellent, but not its roll rate, so. It's not gonna work. Another thing I've noticed with my controller is rolling to the right takes longer than rolling to the left. For some reason. One-way rolling is faster, so I don't know if that's a glitch in MSFS, which it could be.
Or it could just be your controller.
It could be, because I have noticed that with some... Oh, we bumped into that, didn't we?
I think we did.
I think we actually bumped into that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I have everything set on ultra realistic, so technically we didn't crash. We did not crash, so don't worry about that. But we did skin the ground.
Lost some of the plane.
Yeah, we lost a bit of the
fine.
skin there. I mean, it's not a pressurized cabin anyway. I don't think it is, so
Probably not.
probably not. But we did lose a bit of skin there, perhaps damaged the landing gear doors and stuff like that. But hey, we're still alive. Let's try that again. Let me try and do that again. Whoa, what a lovely landscape there. Let me get rid of a little nav map here. Although I do need directional guidance here. Let's see how high we can go. Why don't we take a very nice look at Grand Canyon from way up in the air there. Let's see, can I touch the ground one more time without crashing it? Okay, I won't try to touch the ground, but I'll try to get it really low. Let's see.
Why don't you just pull it up fully, drop the speed down to 0, and then free fall back in?
Whoa, that's close. Luke Jones, roll rate to the left is faster due to left turning tendencies. Actually, Mr. Jones, this aircraft has a right turning tendency. So if I make the aircraft somewhat level and I let go of the control right now, you'll see that the aircraft, whoa, now it's turning left. Hold on. There you go. It has a right turning tendency. You can see that it slowly starts to turn to the right. The roll rate thing that I was talking about before was actually not just for this aircraft. I've noticed that in particular with the Avro Vulcan, it turns to one side much quicker than the other. So I don't know, do you know anything about that perhaps? The Avro Vulcan? Turning to one side much quicker than the other? In this aircraft, its roll tendency is to the right. Its roll tendency is to the right in this aircraft. But it's not strong enough to influence or roll rate per se, as you can tell. Okay, let's go straight up. Is that what Benny has asked?
Yep.
Let's go straight up and have a look at the Grand Canyon. Full throttle, just gaining a bit of speed here, right till the limit. I may actually use the canyon to gain a bit of speed here. I'll hit 300 knots, but not more than that. It might cause it to crash here. So 300 knots coming up. Overstress is happening.
All right. Let's go for it.
Let's see, 300 knots, come on. Give me some speed. Yeah, it's not giving me anything more. Okay, I'm just gonna pull it up. As you can tell, the climb rate is not bad at all. Being in the canyon kind of makes it seem like it's not that great of a climb rate, but it really is. For an aircraft this old, it's not too bad. Okay, so we got 200 knots and we are now at about 6,000 feet. Let's turn towards Grand Canyon National and then let's just fly towards it.
All right.
Perfection. This thing has no autopilot as far as I'm concerned. It does have a retrofitted GNS system though. But yeah, we're not using that today.
Maybe you could do a tutorial for that.
No.
Is that just because you don't want to do it, or because you don't know how to do it?
I don't think anyone wants a tutorial on the P38 GNS 430. I can do a generic tutorial on it, you know. I can do a generic tutorial on it. But let's head on towards Grand Canyon National where we took off from today. And let's call it a day. Let's just allow it to climb as long as the speed is looking fine. I'm just gonna pull back on the fuel mixture here. There we go. Yeah, that looks about right. I can't really tell. I don't know what's wrong with me today, but...
Did you eat?
I did, but I'm not feeling the best today. I'm definitely not feeling the best today. You know what I hate? Mealy mouth. And I've got a very severe case of mealy mouth going on.
You've got a severe case of what?
Mealy mouth.
What on earth is that?
You don't know what that is? Check it up.
Nope. What's the spelling?
Mealy. M-E-A-L-I-E. Mouth.
Oh.
Yep. There we go. We've got a... You can see the Grand Canyon area quite well now. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. As we fly on towards... Grand Canyon National. Okay. So yeah. I just drank so much water before starting this stream, but it didn't seem to help at all.
Mealy mouth basically means someone who likes to avoid confronting unpleasant truths or upsetting others and uses indirect, evasive, and sincere ways to speak to do so.
Yeah, you're looking at the wrong mealy mouth, mate.
Wow.
God, I can't trim out the aircraft. I don't know what's going on. This is why I hate...
No need trim, man. Why would you need trim?
This is why I hate crashing the aircraft, because once you crash it... we've got some power issues at the moment, that's why. Oh, okay, great. We need to switch tanks. We need to switch tanks, there we go.
Here at Flight, nothing is normal.
There we go. Now we'll be alright. I didn't really notice that, and there's a reason for that. I hate using the controller to control thrust. It doesn't really work because it starts latching onto other buttons in the cockpit. So the reason I didn't notice that is because, oh my god, I really hate the controller. I should have just used my joystick to fly this thing. The reason I didn't notice this is very simple. It's because I actually can't hear the aircraft at the moment.
Okay.
So I didn't really notice the drop in manifold pressure until I saw the gauges and I was like, what the heck is going on? But yeah, we're flying on reserve fuel now, so let's see how this goes.
And how far are we?
About 40 nautical miles away from Grand Canyon, but we're gonna fly as the crow flies, so it's not going to be as long, hopefully. It's one of the more difficult aircraft to trim out once you get trim out of whack. It's impossible to trim it back in. The problem is that the controlling... Okay. It just won't go down. Okay, that's enough. Oh, that's too much. Okay, whatever. Just sit there. I'm just gonna fly it straight in. Did you find the actual meaning of mealy mouth instead of your...
Nope, that's all I found on multiple websites.
Oh god. Okay, let me look it up for you. If I find it, I get to slap you twice.
Sure. Another one is not plain and straightforward or devious.
What the fuck am I trying to describe then? I have no idea. There is, I don't know what it's called, and I think I'm the one who's wrong here.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, let's just continue flying here. We're gonna be at Grand Canyon National Park in about 20 nautical miles, that's it.
Alright.
Ignore the out of whack trim flying at the moment because it clearly isn't stable at all, and I don't know. The thing is, I need to have my hand on the controller and the trim which is on my throttle at the same time, and I can't do that. So I'm finding it very hard to trim it out properly. Okay, now it's gone too far with the trimming. It keeps drifting left anyway. I mean to the right. Oh god, this is very annoying. Why did the manifold pressure just cut out? Okay, we are pushing the limits of this aircraft's performance here, so I'm just gonna try and find the Grand Canyon National Park as quickly as possible. I hate these dividing lines, look at that. It's due to satellite imagery, but anyway. We are very near it at the moment. Okay. All right, what do we have here? Oh, there it is. There's Grand Canyon National ahead of us. I don't know if you can see it.
Not yet, I can't.
Grand Canyon is right there.
Oh, is that it? Yeah.
It's right
All
here.
right.
So we are pretty much ready to make that landing here. Should be this one right here. We're at a very high altitude at the moment. But this is a warplane, so I assume it can do some nut. What was I going with that? Nut? I mean, some crazy stuff is what I'm trying to say.
I think we both have brain fog right now.
I've been having brain
It's a very
fog
long
for the
day.
past few days. There we go, there's the
I just
airstrip
drove-
right there.
Oh. Yep.
Okay, we're very close to it, so let me just... I'm not gonna have... Should I have sky dolly running today? Yes, right?
Yep.
Might as well. Okay. We got sky dolly running today. We've got trim that's out of whack. Okay. Brilliant. Let's go ahead and land this aircraft from this distance if it's possible. Of course it's possible. This is Fla de Noob. Anything is possible. Okay. That's probably enough. Okay, let me go ahead and land this thing. Ready, ladies and gentlemen? My brain is so bad today. Okay, time to cut this thing. There we go, cutting throttles. It can't slow down very well, so gotta cut the throttle right there. We're also coming in high, so let me slip the aircraft like this. Okay, we're gonna slip it. Then we're gonna
Alright.
give it a bit of... There we go, flaps there. I'm gonna give it a bit more flaps there. Give it a bit more flaps there. Gear down. There we go. Brilliant. We are ready to land this thing. Fuel mixture to full rich. Propeller RPM to max. All the lights and bells and whistles and all that stuff all good. And we are ready to land this, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all ready. Even if you're not, here it comes. Too late to say. Too late to... I think we need to come in at about 150. So we're too slow at the moment. Let's give it a bit of power there. There we go. The aircraft is rising. It's rising, everybody. It's rising. Don't know what the hell is wrong with me. Okay, I'm gonna trim it down further because of the flaps. Trim down, baby. Go down, baby girl. There we go. That's enough trimming. And boom. Maybe a little too much, but I think we're okay. I think we are okay. All right. Let's go straight down here. Luckily, we've got
Alright.
airspeed on our side. It's a little low, so we can just pitch our aircraft down to gain us some of that airspeed there. There we go, nice and easy. Brilliant. Warbird. Wee. Oop, nearly lost it there. Wee. Okay, that's enough. 150 knot. There we go. We're coming in 150 mph, right? Yep,
What's
mph.
the landing speed for this aircraft? Any idea?
It's about 150, 20 somewhere there.
Alright.
It's around 120, 150. Around the speed that we're flying at right now, really, if you think about it.
Yeah.
The only thing we have available to stop this thing is the brake. It does not have any reverse, obviously. It does not have any spoilers either. Although I believe it does, doesn't it? Does it?
Yeah, it should.
I think it does. Wait, let me have a look. No, sir, it does not. Does not have... Oh, we are way too high. Sorry about that. Let's land this thing. Cutting our throttle there because I need to land it at a very steep angle. Okie dokie, bringing the throttle back up. And there we go. Cut it. There we go.
All right. Nice stuff.
Trying to brake hard on this thing, it's not really complying with me. But there we go. Let's give it a bit of RPM here, just above 1500, so that the generators continue to function. So we need about 1500 RPM for generators to work. There we go. And here we go, coming into beautiful little Grand Canyon National. Put the flaps up there. Alrighty. Alright. Okay, we're coming in into lane. Okay, I'm just gonna pull this into the side here.
Sure. Then we have a look at the replays.
The replays, that's right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to wherever the heck this is. I'm just gonna park it outside here, where I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to park it, but I'm gonna put it right here, because why not? Ta-da! I'm gonna leave it right here. It's somebody else's problem now. There we go. Beautiful shot. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at that landing replay. All right. Okay. Come here, Mr. Scar Dolly. Let's see if you worked, little bugger. And yes, the dolly of the sky has worked. Let's okay. Let's go back right here. Let's clean that up. Let's go ahead and take a look at that landing replay. P38 into Grand Canyon National. Let's see. It's floating wonderfully. Oh, a nose gear touchdown. Which is actually pretty characteristic anyway in this channel. And the reason for that is this particular aircraft, it sits with a backward tilt. So I often touch the nose landing gear first. Although this time it was the nose landing gear and the left main landing gear. So not really too concerned. Let's have a look at that one more time. So perhaps from somewhere here. Let's take a look at that. Perhaps I should have pulled back a little more aggressively. Yeah, I touched down with the nose wheel for sure. Alright, nonetheless, that was not too bad, ladies and gentlemen. That was not too bad. Let's let's have a look at from this view.
I think it was everything simultaneously. You just put it down.
Let's have a look. First landing with a P38 in a long time. Okay, nose gear touches down first, very clearly, but it was quite stable.
I'm just gonna say it touches down simultaneously. Just put it right down.
No, I don't think so. I don't
To
think
be honest, that does look like it did.
No, I'm pretty positive there's a nose gear first. As a matter of fact, I can prove it to you. Right here. Take a look.
Alright.
Yep, there you go. Nose gear is already spinning. So, yeah, definitely nose gear first. Followed by the left main landing gear and then the right landing gear. Alright, let's have a look at that from another point of view here. Just so we can appreciate the landing. Okay, we'll have a look at it from this. This will be our final landing replay. Okay, our final landing replay with the P38 in the Grand Canyon National. I think it's National Park, but anyway, let's have a look at this. Nose gear landing with the P38 Lightning. All right, not a good landing, not a bad landing, just a May landing, but at the end of the day, very, very interesting. Beautiful aircraft, this thing. Absolutely stunning piece of machine. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. Let's go back to our parking. Shut this baby down. I believe I have an echo with you, Mr. Benny. I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah, the echo is gone. Let's go ahead and shut this aircraft down right here. Okay, to do that, we're going to pull on the mixture. Cut. Magneto off. There we go. Got our RPM there, this down there, that down there. Brilliant. We've got our fuel pumps off. Thank you very much. Off. And then we've got what else do we need to switch off here? All of that can come to the off position here. Off position here, off. And we've got our generators that we can turn off. Battery off, pitot heats off, please, thank you. All of these things are already off or in the automatic position, which is fantastic. That is great. Okie dokie. With all of that done, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and open up our windows here. And I believe there's some interference from your side, Mr. Benny. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, we open that up. Hope you guys enjoyed that little flight right there. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. Consider subscribing to the channel here. We're just having a little bit of fun with an old favorite of mine. Unfortunately, I don't know, my brain wasn't functioning today, so made plenty of whoopsies. And yeah, hopefully in the coming streams, I believe my next stream is going to be a Jetstar flight in Japan. Is what I've got planned for the next stream. Let's see how that goes. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed today's little live stream here, a short one here today. Thank you very much to EM Anas for joining in, as well as Luke Jones for chiming into the chat here. Thank you very much, Benny, for being present here on the live stream with me. Much appreciated.
I wasn't really present today.
It's all right. It's all right. Much appreciated. Sure. All right. With that, I shall see you in the next one. Have a good day, and bye-bye.
Alright, see you.